Arsenal Fan TV, I can see you're not too happy. Like I'm not too happy. We've seen this so many times, game in, game out this season. I mean, I think I already know the answer, but what do we have to do to change this around? Because the team at the moment seem to have fallen into this method of playing, where lots of possession, but it's like they don't want to take shots on goal.
Well, we don't want to take shots on goal, no crosses coming in. How slow was it to start off with? You know, let's get a couple of facts right. Leicester dropped 2 points today. There's your motivation. You know, come out there all guns blazing, and it was slow, predictable, boring. Somebody said, you know, I don't know, but it was it 38 minutes before we've had a shot on goal? This is Crystal Palace we're playing today, who've got one eye on a cup final, a cup semi-final next week. And the slowness of it, it's so predictable all the time. And people keep saying now about, oh, you know, be careful what you wish with Arsene Wenger about the football and all that. It was boring. The goal woke me up. I don't know about everybody else, you know what I mean? Like I looked around, there's people on their phones, there's people, you know, reading programmes and things like that, because the football today was so slow, it was boring, and there was just nothing there. You know, where is the motivation of the team? And I have to say, you know, question Wenger on the substitutions today. We're 1-0 up. Why take anybody off? You know, Welbeck today, it was causing problems with his pace. They were worried about it. As soon as they took him off, that means they can just push up on the halfway line. And Giroud, you know, he hasn't got the pace. So, all right, OK, so are we going to start loading in crosses? Oh, no, we've put the ball over the top for Giroud to chase. We ain't got no pace. The tactics of it were all wrong again today, you know. And I'm fed up to keep coming on and moaning. Everybody's moaning. This fella just said there a great thing where he just turned around and said, like, you know, about broken contracts. Well, he's broke the morale with his football club. You know, that is what's happening now. That the fans now are broken. You know, like I've got.
Do you think, because one of the things that I'm starting to fear now, because I personally think that Claude is saying that he thinks he'll leave. I don't think he'll leave the club. I think he'll see out the last year of his contract, because that's what he always does, right? So I can't see him leaving now. But what I fear is that when we go into next season now, first of all, in the summer, if he doesn't buy some big name players, fans are going to be really, really frustrated and disappointed, right? Even if he does buy some really good players, if we go into the start of next season, we get off to a great start, fans are going to be like, yeah, but you know what, we kind of know that later on, we're kind of feeling round about January time, we know what's going to happen. That negativity is always going to be around, and that's the thing that really worries me.
That is dead right. You know, that is the problem now. You know, he's already turned around and said he's not going to really spend a lot of money. And, you know, we're not even the best team in North London at the moment, Robbie. You know what I mean? There's that team down the road. You know, now that 2 points has probably given him a chance of winning the league. You know, and we could have just put a little bit of pressure on Spurs today, you know, going up to Stoke tomorrow if we'd have kept going. But, oh, no, we throw it away. And, yeah, I think, you know, I was just speaking to one of my mates who I've got 7 mates that go every game. And today, none of them. They've all thrown the towel in and all that, go home and away every game. And they've had enough. They've just said, like, they've had enough. And, you know, it's destroying the soul of the club. Now, I don't know what he's going to do. You know what I mean? Like, one of my mates has just turned around, Tony, and just said, like, he ain't coming no more until he's gone. You know, and I think there's a lot of fans like that now. You know, what we're going to do? You know, when I see that today, it's so predictable. You know, like, you know, I can't stand Pardew at the best of times, but he's had a week to train. He knows exactly how Arsenal are going to set up. He knows exactly what he's going to do. He works on it all. Train. We come here today, and there's no plan B. There's nothing. You know, we just it's the same tactics all the time. Claude said it as well. You know, the substitutions again today of players that are out of form. You know, but why are they out of form? What, you know, I don't see it with Spurs. I don't see it with Leicester. You know, what has happened to Walcott? You know, what has happened to him? You know, he can't even kick the ball at the moment. You know, something. You know, so you know this. Why are we not doing you know, making the players?
Would you say that the main thing you feel is a change in personnel, i.e., players, or you think it's more important to change the manager? Which ones?
I've got to say the manager. I think it starts with the manager. I think we need to change. It looks a little bit stale at the moment, if I'll be honest. You know, with looking at it today, you know, I didn't see any. I didn't see anything which is going to say to us we're going to win the league for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You know, I just can't see it. I do feel that a few of the players maybe need to move, but you know, I look at players 2, 3 years ago. You know, Iwobi looks a really good player, but 3 years ago I thought Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain was the best thing I'd seen at 19, and look at him now. You know, I mean, he's nowhere near the player he was going to be. You know, so what's going to happen to Iwobi? You know, and I do think that, you know, people like Ramsey. I think it's a great player, Ramsey, but he's always getting injured. Just when he starts getting back to form, he gets injured again. You know, and Chamberlain, how many more times is he going to be injured? And these things, you know, I don't see Leicester players getting injured. I don't even see Spurs players getting injured all the time. You know, Harry Kane goes through more work than anybody, but he's there the next week. And we've got players breaking down. I feel so sorry for people like Sanchez. And I think that works every game. But the quality's not there. The passion's not there. Look at Simone. We were talking about there. Look at Simone in midweek. Look what he done. Look what Klopp done on Thursday. My son turned round and said to me, "Do you know what? Liverpool will come back and win this game." I said, "Don't be silly. They're not going to win this game." And when they come back and won, he turned round to me and goes, "Do you know why? Do you know why you didn't think we'd win?" Because he goes, "Because you follow Arsenal and there's no belief with you no more." He's 15 years of age and he said that. You know, we don't know what we're going to get today. You know, is it a surprise that we've drawn today? Is it a surprise? No. You know, West Ham last week, we're 2-0 up. Fella turns round to me and says, "We've got to get another one. We're 2-0. We've got to get 3 goals to win a game." You know, that's what's coming. This is what's coming on with the football club now. You know, and today there was a good chance. I'm not saying we're going to win the league, Robbie, but we could have done something. Put a bit of pressure on. Yeah. Put a bit of pressure on Leicester and Tottenham. But what we've done is we've gone out there.
Put pressure on ourselves now to even get in the top 4.
Well, like, you know, does that really matter now? Honestly, I don't want to see Arsenal lose games. But if they come 4th and Liverpool win the Europa League, we're going to get knocked out of it anyway. You know, but it doesn't matter because we're not going to go and spend the money. You know, we're not even competing in England, let alone Europe. You know, as I've said before, you know, we sold our soul for this, and it's you know, it's empty. There's no atmosphere in the ground. You know what I mean? When are they going to consult us and say about getting some atmosphere in the ground? You know, like Crystal Palace are turning around and saying like, "Oh, we forgot you was here." Crystal Palace, you know what I mean? There's so many things wrong about the football club now, and Arsene Wenger has allowed that to happen, Robbie. He really has, you know. And it's, you know, again, we've got to say, oh, it's a disappointing game. But, you know, we've got to come here Thursday. But has anybody got any enthusiasm to come here on Thursday, really? No.
Yes.
Well, yeah, so, you know, after 6 weeks of what we've been viewing, you'll be staying in America, I tell you, like, you know what I mean? That's what'll happen, you know. You know, I'm going up to Sunderland next week. If I didn't have plane tickets to go out there, I'd bin it off. You know what I mean? That's that, you know, but.
Hi, welcome on to my brand new channel called Man Like Robbie. You guys may know me from Arsenal Fan TV, but on this channel, we're going to be talking all things football. And it's going to be real, unlike any other channel on YouTube. So subscribe right now to Man Like Robbie.